This is Dr. K. Rajkumari, Associate Professor, Department of Computer Science, Faculty of Arts and Science, Bharat Institute of Higher Education and Research. Today my topic is ASP.NET Configuration and HTTP Handlers. My course name is Programming in ASP.NET and my subject code is U18MCSC503. Today my topic is Configuration and HTTP Handlers. First, let me discuss ASP.NET configurations. Before that, what is ASP.NET? The ASP.NET configuration is a system is used to describe the properties and behaviors of various aspects of ASP.NET applications. Next, let me discuss web configuration files. The web configuration files are used to manage various settings that define a website. The web configuration files are stored in XML files. The XML is a separate from your application code. XML means extension markup language files. That XML files are used mainly for application codes. In this way, you can configure setting independently from your code. Generally, a website contains a single web configuration file stored inside the application root directory. The root directory is mainly it contains file the managed setting at various level within an applications. Next, we discuss usage of configuration files. What are the usages of configuration files means? It describes the properties and behaviors of various aspects of ASP.NET applications. The configuration files help you to manage the many settings related to your website. Each file is an XML files with the extension configurations that contains a set of configuration elements. The configuration information is stored in XML based text files. What are the benefits of configuration files using XML based configuration file? The benefits of XML based configurations. First point, ASP.NET configuration system is extensible and application specified information can be stored and retrieved easily. It is a human readable. It can need not restart the web server when the setting are changed in configuration files. ASP.NET automatically detects the changes and applies them to running ASP.NET applications. The XML files use standard text editor or XML parser to create and edit ASP.NET configuration files. The web configuration files contains. What are the web configuration files contains? There are number of important settings that can be stored in the configuration file. Some of the most frequently used configuration stored conveniently inside the web configuration files. There are some web configuration files or database connections, caching settings, section states, error handling, and security. For example, this is the simple syntax of configuration files. First, within the tag, the configurations, next one is connection string of the configuration. What are the connection string means? First, we can add the name, then server, then database and user ID and password. These are all our configuration files in the connection strings. First, name, any name we can use. Another one is connection string, that is server name. Next, database, what kind of database we can use, user ID and password. After close that tag, this is the syntax of the configuration file. Next, ASP.NET configurations. Behaviors. The behavior of ASP.NET configuration is an application is affected by different settings in the configuration files. There are two settings in the configuration files. One is machine configuration, another one is web configuration. The short form is config. Web machine config, web.config. The different types of configuration file. First, let me discuss machine configuration. That is short form is config. Machine config means the server or machine build configuration file, and web config means application configuration files while deal with a single applications. First, machine config file. The configuration files are applied to an executing site based on a hierarchy. There is a global configuration file for all sites in a given machine, which is called machine.config. This is the simple syntax path of the config file. This file is typically found in the drive. Mostly configuration files all are stored in C drive. The C drive, Windows, Microsoft.NET framework, some path configuration directories. Application configuration files is also called as web config. The web config is each and every ASP.NET application has its own copy of configuration settings stored in a file called web config. If the web application spans multiple folders, each subfolder has its own web config files that inherits or override the parent file settings. This is the figure of ASP.NET config file. In this config file, mainly it is stored in Solution Explorer. Where Solution Explorer. So next, ASP.NET configurations. In this application, there are two web config files for two projects. That is, one is for web service, another one is website calling the web service. The web config file has the configuration element as the root node. The information inside this element is grouped into two main areas. One area is called the configuration section header declaration area, and another one is the configuration section setting area. These two are main importance for the configuration of web elements. This is the syntax, the basic syntax of the configuration file. First one is configuration. That configuration is This is the simple basic syntax of configuration files. That is, configuration means configuration. First tag is configuration section handler declaration area. Next tag is configuration section. In this configuration section, there are number of sections we can use. First section, you can use section name and section type and section handlers. This and all using for configuration sections. Next, again you can add another section means, so go to the configuration section setting area and you can add one more tag, that is section 1. In between some setting 1 attributes and close the tag, again close the section 1 tag also. We can increase the number of tags, section tags. After finally close the system.web authentication mode and Windows. Finally close the configuration files. Next, configuration section handler declarations. The configuration section handler declarations are contained with the configuration sections tag. Each configuration handler specifies name of the configuration section contained within the file, which provide some configuration data. There are some following basic syntax of configuration section handlers. First, configuration section. Second tag is section group, remove, clear, and configuration section closed. So all the tags, starting tag and ending tag will be important. So first syntax is configuration section. Second tag is section. Third is section group. Fourth one is remove. fifth one clear, and finally close the configuration tag, section tag. So the following elements of the configurations. First one is clear, remove, section group, etc. First clear. So what is clear means it remove all the reference to inherited sections and section groups. Next, remove. Remove means it remove a reference to an inherited section and section group. Sections. It define an associated between a configuration section handlers and configuration elements. Section group. It define an association between a configuration section handlers and a configuration section. Application settings. Next, application setting is nothing but allow storing application void name values pass for read-only access. For example, it can define a custom application settings. What are the custom application setting means? First configuration, next application settings. The application settings mainly used for some key values, that is application name and value of the applicant. Next, close the tag for application setting and close the tag for configuration. This is the example syntax of the application settings. Example of application setting used with ISBN number concept means that is first configuration, application setting, the key. What are the key? Suppose any book you can apply for C ISBN number or Balaguru Sami, any book you can apply means. So first you can apply that key and what are the values in that book. After that, close that tag of values and correspondent. For example, Balaguru Sami C. You can set that values. After close that application setting and configurations. Next, some following tables provided brief description some of the common sub-elements of system web elements. First, anonymous identification. The anonymous identification, it is required to identify user who are not authenticate when authorization is required. Next, authentication. The authentication means it is configure the authentication support. The basic syntax is main thing. More authentication means that is mode. Mode means authentication window, form, passport, or etc. Anything is the proof of the authentication. Authorizations. The authorization means the configure that authorization support. The basic syntax is an authorization means allow, deny, and authorizations. That is, for example, Gmail account or Google account, Facebook account, that all under authorization. Next, caching. Caching means that is a secondary storage area. It is configure the caching settings. The syntax is caching means output cache settings and SQL cache dependency and SQL cache dependency closing and ending tag of final cache. Caching, cache, output cache settings, and SQL cache dependency. This is the basic syntax of configuration caching. Next one is custom errors. The custom error means what are the custom errors means suppose the default redirectory, that is path, URL path is properly connected means the automatically the remote will be on. Suppose the URL path is not corrected means automatically the remote it will go to off. So this is the custom errors. Main point of this customer errors is URL path. Next, deployment. The deployment is a configuration setting used for deployment. The basic syntax of the following is the deployment is retrial is condition is true or false. Next, hosting. Hosting environment. The hosting environment settings for environment, basic syntax of hosting, that is idle timeout. Hosting environment main pointers idle timeout, hours, minutes, and seconds. So HH means hours, means minutes, and SS means seconds. Each shadow copy bin assemblies, that is true or false. Shutdown timers may be any numbers, and URL metadata sliding expiration also using for hours, minutes, and seconds. This is the hosting environment. What time we have to give the time, what time we will give minutes or hours or seconds. That is the in that time it will be true. The shadow time is true or false, and shutdown time is maybe we can use it for numbers. Next, identity. Identity means it configure the identity of the application. The basic syntax is an identity is impersonate, that is true or false. Main thing, domain name, username equal to domain username and password secured password. Identity main thing is domain name and or username and password. Machine key. The machine key is used for encryption and decryption from authentication cookie data. It allows configuration a validation key that perform message authentication check on view state data and form authentication ticket. The basic syntax of machine key is first open the tag of machine key, next validation key, decryption key, and validation using string algorithm, decryption the key, and close the tag. This is the example of machine keys. Membership. The membership is the parameter of managing and authenticating user accounts. Membership means it is provide default provider username, then user online time windows, and hash algorithms provided the membership. Next, profiles. The profile means it configure user profile parameters. What are the profiles in configuration means? Profile always it will be true or false condition. Next, inherit the fully qualified type reference. Automatically stay enable condition is true or false. Default provided default provided means the user ID and properties. Close that properties and provided, and finally the close the profile name also. Role managers. The role managers is mainly used for configuration setting for user role. The role manager main syntax is role manager catch roles in cookies. The condition is maybe true or false. Cookie name, any name you can consider. Same time cookie path, cookie protections, and cookie required SSL, cookie sliding expiration, cookie timeouts, create creator persistence cookies, domain name, maximum number of roles, etc. This and all are role managers. Next one is security policy. Next, URL mapping, uniform resource location mapping. Mainly it is used for hide the original URL and provide a more user-friendly URL. This is the syntax. So you can enable the URL mapping condition may be true or false and add and clear and remove the URL mapping. Next, web control. The web control mainly provide the share location for client script. The web control it provide locations. So what type of location? The client script locations. So we can share. That is the web control. Next, web service. The configuration will be web service. HTTP handlers. The HTTP handlers. Before that, what is HTTP handler? The HTTP handler is request into an ASP.NET application. The HTTP handlers. Before that, what is HTTP handler? The HTTP handler is every request into an ASP.NET application is handled by a specialized component known as an HTTP handler. The HTTP handler is the most important inheritance while handling ASP.NET request. The example of HTTP handlers is different to serve different file types. For example, the HTTP handlers for web page creators, page, and the control object running your code and render the final HTMLs. First, ASP.NET default handlers. Some default HTTP handlers. First one is page handler. Second one is user control handlers, web service handler, track handlers. Okay, HTTP handler is a module and the HTTP handlers are an integral part of an ASP.NET architectures. While a request is being processed, each request is processed by multiple HTTP modules. For example, the authentication modules and the section modules and is then processed by a single HTTP handlers. After the handlers has processed the request flow back through the HTTP modules. This is the simple diagram of concept of HTTP handlers and HTTP modules. The HTTP handlers means first the client sends some message to some server. In that message may be an ASPX or HTML or XLS files. In between some request using the logic 1 and logic 2 through pipelines. In this diagram is mainly used for in through the pipeline. So first client sends some messages to server. In that message will move to handler 1, handler 2, handler 3. Any handler we can use. So the client send one handler to ASPX request, another handler to HTML request, another handler to GIF or JPEG, JPEG image request. So first handler we can use that ASPX file. Second handler can use HTML files. Third handler can use any image that is GIF or JPEG image. The client send, for example, first handler diagram, the client send message to ASPX server means first in between through that pipeline, request pipeline. So first begin request, second is authenticate request, third one is authorized request, fourth one is pre-request handler execute. Next handler, next the data is may be post request handler execute and end request. Finally the message will send to the ASPX file. Next, so how it will be sent means first client handler 1 the ASPX. In between any hackers will hack that message means so the HTTP module we can use, that is begin request, authentication request, authorization request, pre-request handler execute and post request handler execute end. So first clients modules, different type of modules can, next handler again that module, and finally ASPDX. Next, we discuss about HTTP modules overviews. The modules are called before and after the handler execute. The modules enables developer to encrypt, participate in or modify each individual request. The module implement the ITTP modules interface, which is located in the system web namespace. Next, available events that HTTP modules can synchronize. There are so many modules in synchronize. First, before that, HTTP applications can provide a number of events with which modules can synchronize. The following events are available for modules to synchronize with on each request. These events are listed in sequential order. First modules is begin request. The begin request, it has been started. If you need to do something at the begin of a request, for example, display advertisement banner at the top of each page, that is synchronize this event. Next one is authenticate request. The authenticate request, if you want to plug in your own custom authentication schema, for example, look up a user against a database to validate the password. It built a module that synchronizes these events and authenticate the user how you want to. Third point is authorized request. In the diagram already we can see authentication request and the authorized request. We can explain briefly in this content. Authorized request means this event is used to initially to implement authorization mechanism, for example, to store your access control list, that is ACL, in a database rather than in the file system. Although you can override this event, there are not many good reasons to do so. Next, resolve request catch. The resolve request catch is even determined if a page can be served from the output catch. If you want to write your own catching modules, for example, build a file-based catch rather than a memory catch. The synchronize this event to determine whether to serve the page from the catch. Next point is acquire request state. So the acquire request state is to retrieve from the state store. If you want to build your own state management module, synchronize this event to grab the section state from your state store. Next is pre-request handler execute. The pre-request handler execute means this event occur before the HTTP handler is executed. Next, post request handler execute. The post request handler execute. This event occur after the HTTP handler is executed. Release the request state. Release the request state means the section state is stored by in the state store. If you build a custom section state module, you must store your state back in your state store. Next, update the request catch. The update the request catch is the event writes out output back to the output catch. If you are building a custom catch modules, you write the output back to your catch. End request. Final is end request. The end request is mainly used to the request has been completed. You may want to build a debugging modules that gathers information throughout the request and then write the information to the page. This and all are following some modules in the synchronization with each request transactions. First, the order of this event is non-deterministic. First one is pre-send request headers, pre-send request content and errors. First, pre-send request header. The pre-send request header is event occur before the header are sent. If you want to add additional header, you can synchronize this event from a custom modules. Pre-send request content. Pre-send request contents is occur when the response. The flush method is called. If you want to add additional content, you can synchronize this event from a custom model. Error. This event occur when an unhandler exceptions occur. If you want to write a custom error handler modules, synchronize this event. These and all are modules of the synchronization. Next, this is the example of custom of HTTP handler example. So first, already this is the simple program for HTTP handler custom. First, already import system.web. Next, namespace. The namespace here given ACME namespace. Next, public class sample handler. That is implement for IHTTP handlers. Next, public class sampler handler, and here use public sub process request. Also in this process request using by val content as HTTP content. This is the syntax for implement the HTTP handler dot process request. Next dim string as string equal to any name we can give, that is content equal to request dot query string name. Next, in that content string you can use hello or anything in that string using for header files. That is different type of header files using, but here hello string we can use h1 header files. Next, contents dot response dot write, we that is bold for that header files. This is the HTTP handler demo. Next, content dot response dot write we can use HR, that is alignment for left and width. Next, dim HRBC HTTP browser capabilities content request browsers. So like this we can arrange the name versions and all. Next, dim path as a string and vpath as a string. P path means that is physical application and V path means that is virtual path applications we can use for different tags. Next, dim connection as boolean and dim connection as string is also used. Boolean means that is true or false concept. After return true, end get end properties and end class names. After creating this class, build the project. After the build a complete a DLF files, create a bin directory of the project. Now the handlers is ready. You can use the handler any web request. In this predicting code, the path attributes is set to the test ASP.NET. Therefore, the rename of webform 1.aspx files to text ASPX. The next step involved adding the reference to the DLF of handlers. The name variable and query strings, the URL of the page should appear as following. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.